Do you ever wonder why some people just never seem to escape the grind? They wake up early, they work hard, they do everything right, yet somehow they never move forward. While others, often less talented, less deserving, keep getting richer, freer, more powerful. It's almost insulting, isn't it? But maybe the truth isn't what we've been told. Maybe it's not about hard work or luck at all. Maybe it's about how you see the world and how you move in it. Centuries ago, Niccolo Machiavelli wrote about power, not money, but the way he understood human nature applies perfectly to wealth. Because in the end, money is just another form of power. And if you don't know how power works, you'll always be ruled by those who do. See, most people live inside a story that was written long before they were born. Study hard, get a stable job, save a little, retire someday. It sounds noble, responsible, safe, but it's a lie, a convenient one. That story wasn't designed to make you free. It was designed to keep you predictable. And predictability is what makes systems run. Machiavelli said that rulers love citizens who obey without question. In our time, those rulers wear suits and logos, not crowns. They need you docile, believing in a fair system that no longer exists. And you follow the rules while they rewrite them in real time. That's why you stay broke, because you're playing someone else's game, with someone else's dice. The people who get rich aren't necessarily smarter. They're just less obedient. They look at the same walls you see them and ask, who built them? And why am I still inside? They question everything. They manipulate the game, they bend reality. And yes, sometimes they get hated for it. But Machiavelli said it plainly. It's better to be feared than ignored. In money terms, that means it's better to be respected for your boldness than liked for your caution. The world doesn't reward quiet decency. It rewards those who create noise. If you don't set the terms of your life, someone else will. And they'll charge you rent for living inside their dream. Let's talk about perception, because this one stings. People don't pay you for your value. They pay you for what they think your value is. And that difference is everything. Machiavelli understood that rulers must manage how they appear, not because appearance is fake, but because perception is power. In our world, money flows toward confidence, not competence. That's why influencers make millions selling ideas they barely understand, while someone with real talent drowns in obscurity. It's not fair, it's human. The crowd believes the one who acts like a king, not the one who deserves the throne. So maybe the first step to escaping mediocrity is to stop waiting for recognition and start acting like someone who already has it. Here's the part people hate hearing. Fortune doesn't come to the careful. It comes to the bold. Machiavelli called it virtù, the mix of courage, skill, and audacity that bends chance in your favor. You can't control life, but you can control your moves. Most people wait. They wait for more time, more certainty, more signs, but every moment of waiting is a moment lost. Meanwhile, the rich, they jump. They make imperfect decisions and learn in motion. They understand that hesitation is the slowest kind of failure. The world punishes stillness. Fortune favors movement. So maybe your next safe decision is exactly what's keeping you trapped. And let's be honest, safety feels good, right? You save a little money, build a small cushion, maybe even call it your fortress. But Machiavelli warned rulers about fortresses. Hide behind walls too long, and you lose touch with reality. In money, that means don't just protect and expand. Don't just survive, attack. Oh, you can't save your way to freedom. You build systems, assets, skills that make money while you sleep. The wealthy treat money like soldiers. They send it out to conquer more, not sit in the barracks doing nothing. So if all your energy goes into saving what you have, instead of creating what could be, you're defending a castle that's already falling apart. But here's something darker. Machiavelli said alliances are the real engine of power. In your world, that's your network, your circle, the people who open doors when no one else will. Poor people see relationships emotionally. Rich people see them strategically. They ask, how can I create value for this person? How can we both win? It's not manipulation, it's awareness. The world is built on transactions. Attention is a transaction. Time is a transaction. Respect is a transaction. Pretending it's not won't make you pure, it'll just make you poor. So maybe it's time to stop seeing influence as corruption and start seeing it as survival. Here's the thing about predictability. It kills power. Machiavelli said a ruler must never become predictable, or enemies will know exactly when to strike. In modern terms, if everyone can guess your next move, you're replaceable. Most people repeat the same patterns every year. Same jobs, same dreams, same fears, and wonder why nothing changes. The rich pivot. They evolve. They make unexpected moves. They understand that mystery is leverage. When you're unpredictable, people pay attention. They wonder what you'll do next. That curiosity, that's currency. And still, with all this talk about power, there's something deeply human in Machiavelli's ideas, something uncomfortable. He reminds us that morality means nothing if it keeps you powerless, because the world doesn't reward purity, it rewards effectiveness. Harsh but true. Being too nice has destroyed more potential than evil ever did. You don't have to become ruthless, but you do have to stop apologizing for wanting more, for demanding more, for being unwilling to settle. If that makes you selfish, so be it. Better a selfish builder than a humble servant of someone else's empire. Let's talk about stories, because money loves a good story. Machiavelli said perception creates reality, and in the modern world that's branding. Who are you? How do you define yourself? If you keep saying I'm trying to make it, the universe keeps you trying. The rich don't just make money, they craft identities that attract it. They decide who they are before anyone else does, and the world slowly believes them. That's the secret: identity first, proof later. You don't wait until you're successful to act successful. You act like it, and the proof catches up. Most people lose before the game even starts. Why? Because they never eliminate the things that drain them. Machiavelli said a wise ruler defeats his enemies before the war begins. In your life, those enemies are bad habits, debt, distractions, and people who waste your time. Every dollar you spend mindlessly, every toxic friend you entertain, that's an invasion. You're letting enemies occupy your kingdom. The rich aren't necessarily better at earning. They're better at defending attention. They protect their focus like a fortress. That's the real wealth, clarity. Machiavelli admired those who saw opportunity where others saw chaos. Think about that. Most people panic when the market drops, when prices rise, when jobs vanish, but chaos is where the transfer of wealth happens. The rich stay calm, patient, observant. They see what others miss. They buy when everyone sells. They adapt while everyone freezes. That's not luck. It's emotional discipline. It's refusing to let panic make decisions for you. Money doesn't disappear in crises. It just changes hands. Fear of loss is humanity's oldest disease. We cling so tightly to comfort that we choke opportunity before it even breathes. Machiavelli said it's better to act and fail than to never act at all. Failure at least teaches you something. Fear teaches you nothing. And yet most people will do anything to avoid discomfort, even if it means living small forever. But here's the paradox. Wealth only grows where fear is confronted. You can't expand inside a comfort zone. Comfort keeps you calm and broke. Machiavelli also said that rulers need honest advisors, not flatterers. That's rare today. Most people surround themselves with mirrors that reflect only what they want to see. The rich seek friction. They crave challenge. They hire people smarter than them because ego doesn't pay bills and results do. If everyone around you agrees with you, you're probably not growing. Build a circle that stretches you. Iron sharpens iron. Weak company dulls ambition. Sometimes the hardest truth is that the rules we follow were written to keep us ordinary. Taxes, debt, 9 to 5, and it's a cycle. The rich escape because they stop asking what's fair and start asking what works. Machiavelli would say, morality is fine, but survival comes first. In modern language, stop judging the game and start learning how it's played. The system won't change for you. You'll either master it or it'll master you. Machiavelli believed that power belongs to those who act early. The first to move, the first to strike, the first to claim. Same goes for money. Those who wait for confirmation miss the moment. Most overnight successes are people who moved years before anyone else saw the wave. They were laughed at, ignored, doubted, until suddenly they weren't. Timing isn't about luck, it's about courage. And here's where it gets existential. Machiavelli never wrote about getting rich, but he understood what drives men: fear, ambition, pride, survival. Money just happens to be the modern mirror of all that. People chase wealth not for comfort, but for control, for the right to say no, for the silence that comes when you no longer depend on approval. The rich don't love money, they love freedom. Money is just how you measure it. But freedom has a price, Adaptability. Machiavelli said a ruler must be both a fox and a lion, smart enough to sense danger, strong enough to face it. In today's world, that means you must be strategic and brave at once. Create and protect, expand and retreat, learn and unlearn. The rich aren't static, they're liquid. They flow around obstacles. They don't fight every battle, just the ones that matter. And that's why they survive. Observation is another lost art. Most people scroll through life half asleep, hypnotized by distractions. Machiavelli would call them subjects, ruled by impulse. But the ones who rise watch quietly. They see patterns. They notice shifts. They prepare moves before others even see the board. You can't win if you don't see. And seeing takes silence, solitude, and a willingness to think while everyone else is reacting. At the end of the day, all this talk about Machiavelli, about money, about power, it's really about one thing: ownership of your time, your mind, your choices. You stay broke when you give that ownership away, to fear, to comfort, to systems that don't care about you. But the moment you take it back, something changes. You start moving differently, speaking differently. You stop chasing and start building. That's when the world starts to notice. And that's when you realize, maybe Machiavelli wasn't teaching manipulation at all. Maybe he was teaching freedom, for those brave enough to see the truth.